Hey, welcome to Irish Outlaw Garage. Recently had a explaining to you by Amber that what car am I supposed to drive? They're all down because, nobody drives a Cutlass but me. The Javelin I'm waiting on parts because one thing after damn another. We got less than 2 weeks before we leave for Power Tour. The Ranchero transmission is leaking like a sieve out the front pump seal. I don't know. I put a new one in it, whatever. But her favorite car is Oogie Boogie. That's our 76 Malibu. Everybody knows this car. I've been working on it here and there. Not much has been said about it. She's dirty, yeah, because she ain't been driven. And we have a lot of trees, a lot of birds, and that's just how it goes. This thing is having the same problem it has every single year, okay? The needle and seat in them Hollies. I don't know, I'm not going to sit here and, my normal rant about the hell with Holley and all that kind of stuff, because that's not true. I still like Holley stuff. But anyway, so I went to start it and it would die. She had it, she got into town and it died. And what it is the needle and seat valve in this front is always going bad, and it ain't really so much the parts problem probably as it is the fuel that we have nowadays. The ethanol part of the fuel we have nowadays around here, and it's hard to find non-ethanol fuel around here, is it gets in there, and if it sits like these cars do over the winter, it gets in there and it messes up those seals. So that's what's happened to this one. I just tried to start it just a little while ago and fuel just started spewing out the top of it. I'll see if I can't put the camera on there and show you what I'm talking about if you're not familiar with the situation with basically it flooding itself out. Let me see if I can get it to do it for you. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to keep an eye right here to this vent hole. You'll see what I'm talking about. Oh, right there. She's starting to. She's flooding out. Let me do one more. See, now she's so flooded out that it won't even fire. But it did. It came up to the top, and it's just, this thing is full. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bolt out right here, probably this one, and I'll drain that. And then I'm going to take this out, and I'll show you. I just so happen to have a couple because I bought an Edelbrock rebuild kit for a 600 Edelbrock, and it had those in it. So I'll be right back. This is definitely getting old. I mean, it is every single year this needle and seat goes bad. These bolts are just 5/16, I think. Yeah, or 8 millimeters if you're, into that kind of thing. But I'm going to drain this sucker out, and you will make a mess. But I can show you how much is in this bowl. It's not supposed to be in this bowl. And yeah, that's a lot of gas. Smells good, looks good. Oh, there she is. She's going all over the car. Throw that back in there. I'm going to put this screw back in. Bolt, screw, whatever. This is the only trouble that I've had with these 600 Hollies is I just cannot keep needle and seat in. But, yeah. It had shoved most of it down inside the engine, so that's good. Flood it out. Hopefully it ain't gonna foul the plugs. Maybe it'll clean it up. That'd be great too. Pour that out. Put that gas right on that battery. All right, so let's get this thing out of here. All it takes is a screwdriver, big one preferably, and 5/8 wrench, which this is a 16, same friggin' difference. what you're gonna do is you're gonna loosen this. This is your lock nut is basically this little bolt screw thingy. And if you ever take these completely apart, more than likely you're gonna have to put new gaskets on it. And you can use your fingers. Oh wow, that thing is in there tight. Yeah, the seal's rotted. The seal's bad. I can feel it. I can feel it. That means I'll show you here in just a second what's going on. Yeah. I'm going to take this and give you the old floated jacking. Alright, let me show you something. Okay, so I think I'm too close, but that's fine. This is your kneeling seat for a Holley. Pretty much standard. And I did find some gunk in there that was making this stick. But it looks to me like the seal's a little frail. Yeah, that seal right there, that will dry up. The ethanol in the fuel will dry that up, and what happens is the fuel comes up and it gets to that point and it just go right past it, right up through here and right into the bowl. This little needle and seat in there, that's what keeps your, you can see that little rubber piece in there, that comes up and it shuts it off. That's when the float gets maximum height that you want it to your adjustment. So something like that. I'm not a real good person at explaining, but this one here had some junk in it, but it is bad. I mean, there ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. So, alright, let me get the new one in. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this down in there, like so. Just give her a little bit. And then we put the gasket on it. Is that the right gasket? That is the right gasket. Put that gasket on there like that. These will only go one way down, so you can get it to where it's, you know, about flush. Get it down so the brass is underneath, like that. Get your new gasket on your bolt head, screw head thingy, whatever. You put that down and just finger tight it. It ain't gonna hurt it. So now we're gonna start this sucker after we get this little sight screw out of here. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm gonna need a smaller screwdriver. This one's all kind of bunged up. Okay, that's out. And what I'll do is I'm gonna fill the bowl. So, but I don't want it to fire off. I just want to see how much it'll fill the bowl. So let's get this little, take out the main power to the coil, which is right there. You know, everything's different colors. So let me crank her over to see what we can get some fuel up in there. Battery going dead, but that's all right. There's enough there to start it. How are we looking? Oh, we're too hot. Too hot. She's spewing. There. Let's go down with her. Quite a bit, actually. This is not the exact right way to do this, but whatever. It'll work. We'll put this back in just so we can get her started and running. Then we can adjust accordingly. I'm sure there's better procedures. I've done a bunch of different procedures. I don't care. This is the way I'm doing it because I'm tired of doing it. Oh, we're going to fire her up this time. Let's get that coil hook back up. See? There we go. Let's get her to fire off. Oh. what we're doing is we're going to pull this little sight screw out. We're going to see where the level is in here. She's too hot. You can tell already she's too hot. Try that. I think we got a stuck float or a full float. We may have a problem here. Well, I'll be damned. What I'm doing, you take out this little sight screw that now I've lost the, that's good. Now how the hell did I do that? Yeah, I lost the gas, so that's good. That's alright, I got more. But what I'm doing is, you take this little sight screw out of the side of your bowl here. There's one here and one in the back, because they both fill. I'll check that one in just a little bit. But you can adjust down with the nut, adjust the float down. That way it only lets so much up when your needle and seat close, right? And then, you know, counterclockwise will let the float come up higher. And with these, they don't have a glass, so you take this little set screw, this little side screw out, flat blade screwdriver, and you just let it sit. And if you shake the car just a little, you can see there's, I don't know if you can pick it up on there, there's just a little bit coming out of there. That's still a little low. I'm going to give it a little more, so it comes up to the edge a little better. But that's how you do it, and adjust it until you get it right. And you do the same thing with the back, because there is a, you know, a needle and seat back here too. But for some reason in this car, it's always this first one. The rear one, I never have any trouble with. So while that sight screw's out, I'm going to open her up just a hair. Just a hair. Get that nice and snug. Now it should pump up just a little bit more. Oh yeah. Well, you still need a little bit more. The worst part about this is you ruin that gasket every time you do this. There we go. Yep. Yeah, maybe a little bit too much. Lock her down. Now I gotta find a damn gasket. I should have one. I got a couple of kits. Go ahead and check that rear one. find a gasket for this damn thing. They're freaking small. Alright. We'll let this thing run. You holding up? Oh yeah. There's that gasket. It's sealed. Doesn't look like we got any leaks. Fuel pumps are pumping. We'll be good to go. Alrighty then. It's a good motor right here. A buddy of mine, Miles, had this engine in a truck, and I brought it home. And the only thing I don't like about this motor is it actually has a helicoil holding the driver's side bank head on in one of the bolts. Fine. They don't have to be perfect, y'all. Helicoils work great. I did change the oil in this, didn't I? Yeah. Good old motor. Good old Oogie Boogie. What are you looking at? Alright. Yep. She's got that flooding out of her. Cylinder still needs to clean up. I can kind of hear it, but she's not smoking. She's good. I think she's good to go. That's going to do it for this little short video on, you know, routine maintenance. I already did a maintenance video on Oogie. You know, change the oil, stuff like that. Checked her out. He's good. You know, I just don't like having them sit around. I like to drive them all, and I've been kind of neglecting them because I'm trying to build one car for one specific thing. I got way too many things going on. It has to be Memorial Day weekend. Thank you to all the veterans everywhere. My father was a veteran. A lot of my family was veterans. Got a lot of friends that were veterans. So, anyway, I think she's done. Zeppy's over there in the driver's seat. He want to make sure we went ahead and let it sit for a minute. You know, the fuel pressure will come up sometimes and it'll blow right past that kneeling seat again, and it'll flood itself out while it's sitting. But it didn't do it. I think she's fixed. I'd like to thank Edelbrock for putting Holley needle and seats in their 1406 rebuild kit for me. That's nice. Didn't have to go buy new ones. So, anyway, see if she starts, Zeppy. Here's the important part. Does it rev up? Alright, that's going to do it for this one. It's just a little short thing. You guys, I hope you have a great weekend and a great summer. Power tour coming up. Lots to come on the Javelin. I hope you like it, because she's a pain in my ass. Let's just say that. Peace out. Take care of yourselves. Wait. We ain't done yet. We got to clean this car up, because I had it all nice and clean, and then it sat for 1 week. Yeah, that is 1 week. And I got a new toy. There's my esteemed colleague, Mr. Zeppelin. He has our new Generac pressure washer. This thing's pretty neat. I only used it for about 5 minutes yesterday. But I needed a new one because mine was a piece of shit. And I bought a brand new last year. And somehow I was washing my cutlass, and, you know, it just sort of flipped over and went about 10 feet. See, what had happened is it died over and over and over. And I don't know, something got a hold of it, kicked it and then threw it. No idea. But motor's still good, pump's still good, but I don't know why it was dying. I don't care. I'm here to work on cars, not work on small engines. Right? Right.
We can put that in a go-kart.
Yeah, maybe we'll find a go-kart for that thing. So, new Generac, Oogie Boogie needs a wash. So what's in the tank, you ask? Well, that would be super clean. I know. It's not good for paint, but this paint is garbage anyway.
Yeah.
And it takes the grease off, and it works wonders if you put it. Now, I'm not saying they're telling you to do this, but I put it in the tank for soap, and I'm gonna wash this car down, and it works amazing. It's already pre-mixed and it comes out. That's pre-mixture, right? Okay, let's do it. Well, see, she starts on the first pull. Gas on, little choke. Oh yeah, this one actually has an on and off switch that works. Choke off.
Wow.
Definitely gonna spray down the car. This will be good. Moving things around, okay? Relax. Bigger videos are coming, but why not move Bonnie the Buick? Yeah, the brakes ain't working so great, so we use the part. I know it ain't good on them, but neither was sitting around for years and years and years. Neither was a van landing on top of her. Runs good. She's about to run out of fuel, but like a sewing machine, she's a little rattly right now. Still smoking. We ain't really had time to get her out and running because, you know, we got to get that fender fixed first. But we're getting her in place because as soon as we get back from Power Tour, we're going to pull this fender off and straighten out that hood. We're going to clean her up and we're going to put this little girl back on the road. Can't wait to drive it, huh, Zeppy? Yeah. She'll be ready to go soon.
Peace.